Josh, you can play Mercer if Kyle doesn't show up.
Recording has started, finally.
Although Kyle doesn't have anything set up in Roll20, so, you know.
I'm listening in, but I'm in the middle of murdering shit.
There's,
So I'll try and help as I can.
being Mercer is really simple. Just set everything on fire.
Oh, he's a pyromaniac?
Yeah. He does tend to exclude friendly things from being set on fire, but beyond that, it's like, hey, that guy is completely neutral to me and completely irrelevant to me in every way. I'm gonna burn him to death. That's basically Mercer.
Alright, so Wolfwood recovers over the next day or so. In general, the Orange and Murlocs of the Mistmire clan do seem very happy. They basically have very worry-free days. You know, most of them are lying around playing games all day, fishing, doing work every now and then, but only like basic gathering and house tasks type of thing. Nothing very strenuous, nothing dangerous, yada yada yada. You don't see the mystic guy, the Rainbow Murloc, come out of his hut at all. Yeah, there's quite a few Murloc huts all over the fucking place. Each one holding, most of them between 2 and 4 Murlocs each.
I'm sorry, can you say that? Like between 2 and 4 Murlocs each doing what?
In each hut.
Oh.
Is it still nighttime, or are you just being lazy with the lighting?
Yes. Lazy.
So it is still nighttime and you're being lazy with the lighting. That's good.
Maybe. There. The sun rises on Andrew's face.
Oh, boy, Lion King.
Okay, Simba.
Rawr. So me and Blubber are all better now?
Yes.
Is Blubber at? Where's Blubber at?
He was
That
in the
was
hut
quick.
next door. Now, are they... How better is all better? Like, completely better, or...
I presume my armor still has a hole in it.
Mercer knows mending. He can mend it up for you.
Well, he can do that if he wants.
Yeah,
Josh, do you want Mercer to mend me?
Sure.
Mercer would be pro-mending Wolfwood's armor, because that means more things will hit Wolfwood before they hit Mercer.
Not if it's like that last bit. If it's like that, I'll get hit once and immediately fall over, and then you guys are screwed.
And that is still one more hit that we don't have to take.
Mercer should have seen what poor Kerner went through. I think he would commiserate.
Believe me, Wolfwood got the worst. It was...
I believe it was an 83 damage hit.
Ow.
Crit.
And it was gross, too. Like, it wasn't just painful, just the idea of how it happened and what was going on was revolting.
And the necrotic damage didn't help anything.
Nope. So, is your, like, heart aged by, like, 10 years now because of the necrotic damage?
I have no idea. I like to think that he missed all the vital organs and just basically
Wolfwood is
a hole in me.
Wolfwood's 30% more prone to heart attacks now.
Yeah.
Fuck. Need me some Lipitor. Or something. Anyway, Wolfwood is going to walk out of the hut.
You see like murlocs talking in the lane. The lane is basically just a less mushy mud, but it functions as a road. You also see small murlocs playing in the more squishy mud.
Ooh, huh. Well, first thing he's going to do is he's going to find Blubber, who I presume has left the hut by now. And he's just going to walk up to him. Does Blubber notice he's there? Do I have to tap him on the shoulder? Or...
Blubber sees you coming.
Well, when I get up to him, I know there's a language barrier, but basically Wolfwood is just going to give him an acknowledging grin, and I guess I'd make a gesture of thanks, because Wolfwood knows that Blubber swept in and protected him in his hour of need, and Wolfwood now has a much higher respect for Blubber. Like, if a situation happened like at the other village, he would no longer cast Blubber aside and take it 2-on-1, for example. Wolfwood realizes Blubber isn't the best warrior, but he has shown courage equivalent to that of warriors of legend, and Wolfwood is impressed.
Blubber looks at you as if he understands what you're getting at. He puts both of his wet hands on either of your cheeks and just opens his mouth and breathes on you. Just breathes in your face. And it smells like
Fish.
week-old dead fish.
I give you air from my lungs.
And after he's done with that, he just stands there with both of his hands on your cheeks, smiling at you, like acknowledging.
Wolfwood is going to put both of his hands on
occurs.
Blubber's cheeks and breathe like he's never breathed before into Blubber's fucking face.
Please tell me I can see this going on from where I am.
Then Wolfwood is going to release Blubber's cheeks, and for reasons he doesn't fully understand, he's going to swear very loudly at something called Mark. He doesn't know why he's doing it, but he feels it's the right thing to do.
Mark the God of Luck?
Mark the complete fucking jack twat.
The God of Luck.
No.
That is clearly a Murloc tradition to show respect for a fellow soldier.
Akuu,
Breathing on their fucking face?
Yeah.
Akuu, you see this, and you're actually also within earshot. Give me a perception check to hear what Blubber's burgling about. To Wolfwood.
21.
That perception.
You hear Blubber use the Murloc word for wood and the Murloc word for wolf. So, wood wolf.
Oh, God.
And he's saying that Wolfwood has weak breath.
Work on your breath.
Wolfwood is just
You're not sure-
increasingly despising this Mark.
You're not sure if he's referring to the strength of the breath or the odor of the breath. Maybe both.
Based on the fact that I've spent a lot of time with the Murlocs and have studied a book written about them, would I know what that's all about? Is that
It's basically a sign of affection. You know how some cultures or some families, they'll come up and kiss each other in the cheek? It's
Yeah.
the equivalent of that, or hug each other.
okay?
Blubber now wants to hold Wolfwood's hand.
Blubber gets called by some of the Mire Mist Orange Murlocs, and they start chatting. In blurble, blurble, blurble. Akuu, they're just talking about everyday stuff. Like, hey, how you doing? What's up? Nice fins. Bad breath.
Good breath.
So yeah, the days are pretty lazy if you guys aren't doing anything with the Murlocs.
Wolfwood is attempting a new training regiment.
We could just retire here. That seems like a pretty cool place.
See, Wolfwood has found a new driving force. He must become strong enough to completely crush the fucking mosquito demons from hell. Because they are dicks. Almost as big of dicks as Mark. Not quite, though, but almost.
I would like to try and make small talk with the Murlocs and kind of gently, politely try to inquire about, just find out more about the demons, to try to figure out when it's started, what they are, things like that. Just see if I can get any kind of anything from them other than demons protect us. We're all happy.
North Korean style happy.
Mm-hmm.
You are able to glean basically that the demons have been protecting them for generations. The Murlocs you're making small talk with, as soon as you broach the subject of the demons, they noticeably try to change the subject as quickly as possible. They answer your questions in the shortest way, the fewest number of words to suffice as an answer, and then immediately either walk away from you or start talking about a particularly interesting log or try to rub mud on you or something like that.
Okay, I want to ask them why the mystic never leaves his hut.
He quirks his head to the side why would he leave his hut?
Well, you're not in your hut.
But I am not him.
But why is he him?
Is just who he is, so what he does. Is his place. Here, you can bring him fish.
Okay, I assume
He hands you
offer
a
me, yeah.
particularly slimy fish.
Okay, I will hold it with my mage hand and go visit the mystic again. And mage hand it over to him.
Okay. As before, when you enter, he just completely ignores you at first.
I will gently place the fish upon his head.
Murloc thinks you're suddenly extremely retarded.
After a few moments of the fish sitting on his head, he flips his chin up, opens his mouth, and devours the fish in one bite without ever touching it with his hands. His eyes opens side to side as usual and looks at you. And he asks you, are you my new chef now?
No, that was just a gift from one of the other Murlocs. He suggested I bring it to you when I was asking why you don't leave your hut. I've been trying to learn more about your people and your history, but nobody seems very eager to talk about such things.
history, such as why would you want to talk about history?
We are very forward-thinking Murloc people.
He kind of stutters over his words like that too. Like he's not exactly sure how to respond to you.
Well, I'm just very interested in how you and your tribe have ended up in your current situation. Not everyone is so lucky as to have such fine protectors.
He rises into a stance where he's standing on one leg, but he doesn't use his arms to help him into the position. He kind of just stands up with both legs and immediately goes into a one-legged stance, kind of like a yoga pose. And with his arms, he basically starts doing yoga over his head, like raising them in circles. And he says, "They protect us. We have nothing to worry about. That is why they act how they do."
I would like to use minor illusion to create words in the air, in deep speech, I guess, that say something to the effect of, "Do you need help?" and just kind of draw his attention to the floating illusory words.
He continues his yoga-like actions, actually turning his back to you for a portion of it. He says, "Urgle burgling," in a particularly quiet voice, asks, "Why would we need your help? We have everything we need. There are no dangers here."
What kind of tone of voice does he have?
Very calm voice. Just like that, kind of. I mean, obviously Urgle burgling, but it's a much more melodious than the other Murlocs.
I would like to kind of kneel down and just like the way he kneels and meditates or whatever. I would like to do that with him, except while I'm doing it, I'm going to be casting Wizard Eyes.
Okay.
So, assuming I can do that, ritual for 10 minutes.
Ritual for 10 minutes in the hut with them?
Yeah.
Okay. By the time you're done with that, he's back to sitting down in his meditative pose.
Is there any magical stuff going on around here?
You see a light glimmer of magic from the pot in front of him. What are the schools of magic? There's... fuck.
Transmutation, conjuration,
I think it would be divination.
divination?
Yeah.
Is he magical?
No.
So I have no reason to suspect that he's like a shape-shifted demon?
No.
I would like to sit next to him and just say very quietly, if you can't speak freely, I have a way to communicate silently. Give me a sign. And just see if he, like, nods or anything.
He opens one eye and says, "You seem very suspicious. Have we done something to cause you concern?"
I am worried for your people. They all seem very anxious when I bring up your protectors. Where I come from, creatures like that generally are not the protecting sort.
Did they not try to protect us from you when you came?
They did.
If you had come to harm us, would they not have done everything they could to stop you?
They did. But still, old prejudices are hard to overcome, I suppose.
He kind of looks up at the ceiling and says, "We have," and he thinks about the next part for a good, 5 seconds, "an agreement with them.
Are you able?
And we are happy with this agreement."
Are you able to elaborate on this agreement? Or if you aren't able, could you direct us to where we could meet them so that we can ask them themselves?
Wait, say that again?
If you aren't able to elaborate yourself, could you direct us to where we could find the other protectors so that we can talk to them directly?
They spend their time to the south, a few miles, through the bog.
I'd like to pull out a map and ask him if he can show better directions. Something more specific than south.
Do you have a map of this specific spot, or just of the continent?
I guess it'd just be the continent map, since I haven't bothered getting anything more fine detail than that.
He gives you not much more information than south. He tries his best, but pretty much you get a few miles south, and from where he was pointing, it seems a little to the east, but not much.
Okay. Thank you for your time, and I hope I didn't offend. As I said, where I come from, things tend to work differently. And I'll stand up, bow to him, and if he doesn't say anything else, I'll trundle off.
He gives you a traditional Murloc goodbye. Blur, blur. Give or take.
Glur, give or take a glur.
Yeah.
I guess I'll go find...
Wolfwood and Alston. Oh, who are you going to find?
Oh, I was gonna go find Wolfwood and Alston and Merser, but if they're doing stuff, then that can wait.
No, Wolfwood and Alston. Give me a insight check. Andrinian.
Oh, us. Okay.
Yeah, you're Alston.
Well, I thought. So, well, no. You said. So he said Andrew and Alston. and then he paused, and then said, "Give me an insight check." It wasn't clear whether he wanted us to give an insight check.
I want you to give an insight check.
I got that now. I'm looking for the insight check thing.
There it
Are you
is.
certain
There.
you want to give this insight check?
Oh, my insight is better than Ian's.
Jesus Christ, that's fucking awful.
My insight is still better than Ian's.
Would any of this insight fall under Wolfwood's battle sense or whatever the hell it is he has?
I wasn't really paying attention unless there's like a threat or somebody
Yeah.
is.
Yeah, well, I mean, I don't know.
So
what
the
this
rest
is
of the
right
day has
I
basically
don't
been.
think so, since we're not immediately in. The
It could
insight
be,
would be if somebody was about to attack us.
Yeah, basically my worry was that someone was about to attack us and feed us to demons.
Tasty.
Well, that might be the case, but I don't think. The other thing with that is Wolfwood has to suspect it himself, and I don't think Wolfwood would suspect it from these guys. If Wolfwood is on edge and is in like battle mode, then that's when he can use that. But I would think he's fairly relaxed, fairly calm.
Your
Sword
household stuff has
sheath,
such,
not
like,
really expecting a fight here.
particular rules about them.
That's the beauty of Wolfwood. I just make shit up as I go.
Uh huh.
It
So
makes Mark really upset.
Sorry, Mark, what were you...
Yeah.
What were they
Wolfwood and
saying?
Alston have been observing the Murlocs, and they seem to just be a very, as I said before, laid back town of Murlocs. There's like little Murlocs in the sludge playing a crude version of soccer, and parents watching nearby. Stuff
Murlocker?
like that. But Akuu is going to see Alston and Wolfwood.
Who's gonna see us?
Akuu!
Akuu! And, Mercer as well. Although he seems to have a sore throat, so he's not talking much. So... I've gotten, I get the feeling that these guys aren't as happy as they seem to be. And the Mystic has informed me that they have an agreement with the demons. Generally speaking, demonic pacts are kind of iffy at best. And he's directed me. He's said that I could find the demons to talk to them to the south and very slightly to the east through a bog.
Has Wolfwood's armor been repaired? Has that just kind of
Yes.
happened?
Yeah, Mercer would have mended it by now.
Well, Wolfwood is going to wholeheartedly agree, thinking that he's going to get another chance at the fucking mosquito demons. And maybe even a chance at this Mark individual that he keeps cursing under his breath.
I think you're gonna need some planar travel, bro.
Planar travel.
Planar.
It'd be great if some armored dude just showed up in your room like, "You have caused me much grief. I was breathed on by a Murloc because of you."
You have failed this city.
Yes.
Anyway, I think we should go pay their benefactors a visit.
Wolfwood agrees.
I assume Mercer agrees. Alston?
Sure.
Don't
Who are the benefactors?
get overly excited, Ian.
They're
They're the guys that almost killed us last time.
Oh wait, we wanna go back to see those guys?
yeah. Well, possibly those guys. I don't know if all of their protectors have the same form or not. I didn't ask. I can ask before we go. Should we?
We are all going to die.
Possibly.
You're all gonna die.
I mean, we will all die at some point. That's,
Sure, we can go. Why not?
shall we leave first thing tomorrow morning? Have one more
Sure.
night of comfortable rest. Stock up on any foodstuffs and all that.
Fish stuffs.
Yeah. And I will try to find out from the Mystic if there's any particular charms, passwords, anything like that that we could use so that we're not attacked on sight.
The mystic says no. Our tribe generally stays away from there. We basically no one goes there. That's just somewhere we don't go.
If you don't go there, how do you have the agreement?
Why would they have to go there to have an agreement?
Well, I mean, they must have met them at some point. Did they come to you? How do you know if you don't go there? How do you know it's there in the first place? Did you go there once and then never return?
He explains he's never been there and no one he knows has ever been there.
So it's like
So it's
Bardock's
like-
way back when
Like its
we're there
existence
once.
and the agreement has just been passed down.
Okay. Would your benefactors not attack us if we had one of your tribe with us as a sort of ambassador?
I don't know. We've never approached them like that.
Have you ever left? Has anyone living now in this tribe ever left this village at all?
You mean like left to never return?
No, left. Just go explore, go see things outside of the village.
Of course, we go fishing all the time.
You just don't go south?
Why would we go south? Don't be absurd. Why would we go south?
You, sir, are a silly fellow with a silly hat.
Very well.
Apparently,
Akuu actually does kind of have a silly hat. It's
he is a silly hat.
it's not on.
The tinfoil hat.
Yeah. What does that thought hat look like again?
Tinfoil hat.
It looks like a tinfoil hat. If it's that small and easily covered, then he would have his raven hat on top of it, which would still be silly. Remember, it's like kind of like the wolf head hats that people wear in Skyrim and the like, except a raven head, and it has a beak that you can open up, and it has a little ever-burning flame in it to light things up. So I don't have to carry a torch. Okay. I will thank him again and all that, and then, try to go chat amongst the Murlocs and see if any of them want to volunteer. Particularly any younger ones, because maybe there's some like rebellious teenage Murloc that wants to go.
Are you talking to the Orange Marmist clan?
Yeah.
Okay. Give me an insight check.
If only I had advantage.
Most of the responses you get are along the lines of, "No, don't be silly. Why would we do that?"
You said
There's
most of the response.
There's a fishing competition today. We don't want to miss that. They're similar silly excuses.
Okay. In that case, so are we heading out tomorrow morning? Guys?
Sounds good to me.
Alston? Mercer's,
Boys.
yeah. Alternate personality Mercer? Resrim? I'm asking questions, but only Wolfwood answered.
Sorry, what was your question?
Was asking if we should head out to the demon place tomorrow morning.
Is Mercer bloodthirsty?
Mercer basically always wants to kill... I've never seen Mercer not want to kill something. I can't remember that ever happening.
Would he want a good night's rest before murdering things, though?
Even if he didn't, Akuu would advise him that one last night's rest would be good for us. And we would be leaving at a more opportune time instead of, like,
He
late
probably
evening.
wouldn't complain. He'd probably be like, yeah, sure, nap, whatever.
Alston? Ian?
Yes, I'm fine with the plan.
Have you forgotten your name?
No,
Because people keep talking to you and you don't respond.
No!
I didn't.
No!
Okay, then I will go inform the Murlocs, like our Murlocs, that the High King has declared that we shall leave in the morning to the south and have, you know, one last night of fun and rest, and then we have work to do.
Okay.
Have they all healed up by now? Because we've been here at least 2 nights.
Your Murlocs? Yeah. In general, their response is like they don't want to leave. Kind of. Like they're having such a nice time here. Like they're not outright refusing you, but they're kind of like.
I'm having such a good time. I'm having a ball.
If it were up to them, they wouldn't want to leave.
Don't stop me now.
I'll sympathize and just kind of be like, if, you know, if any of us could choose, we would probably stay here as well. It's very relaxing. Everyone's very friendly, but a king has work to do and his servants must follow.
They grumble and agree. Okay, so the next day, you guys set out early in the morning.
Yep. Like, as soon as it's feasible to leave without walking blindly into quicksand. This is a big map.
Oh, I forgot water.
Get blubber.
Blubber!
Blubber got lost.
I'm lost too. I get a ping.
So, these Murlocs never come this way, and yet there are bridges.
They may have come this way in the past, or something else may have built the bridges.
Well, that's what I'm getting at. I
there we
presume you would have told us that Chief Murloc basically implied that nobody's been this way for a very long time.
Yep.
So unless these bridges are actually rotted and look like they're going to fall to pieces right away anyway, something weird going on here, folks.
Yep.
Demons shouldn't need a bridge.
I
The
agree.
bridges do not look well kept.
Yeah, well, suddenly excitement has left.
I'm putting Allison on standard scouting duty, flying around us, reporting back every, couple of minutes or so. Like every time she
Guys.
completes a loop.
Wolfwood would like to point out that using his radar that he pulled out of his ass, there's shit over there.
No, he doesn't, but Allison does. Allison reports back a bunch of small, dog-sized creatures that are just kind of roaming around the area.
Those things are so ugly, it makes me want to cry. Can we get a close-up of one of those? I need to see if they're as ugly in detail as they are like that.
I don't know. Can you get a close-up of them?
It's not letting me get a close-up of them. I feel left out.
Yeah, I can't click on them or anything, so...
Exactly.
However, we can zoom in extraordinarily close and find out that we actually can't zoom in extraordinarily close. God damn it.
Yeah, I zoomed in as much as I can, and they're super ugly.
They
Anyway.
look like dog fleas.
So marching order.
Go that way.
I do not want to be up front.
Wolfwood is going to use his radar and assume that we need to go to the top right. Oh, the blackness has come. Oh, wait, what? Mark, this map isn't making any sense.
Why not?
Because if I look at it in some places, it's all black, and if I look at it in other places, it's all visible.
I don't understand.
It's like some places where I put my camera, it makes the screen go completely black. And then in other places, it's fine.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. Given that I am Akuu and do this quite often, I would be on my illusory mount at this point, so I put a boot on me.
Wolfwood's just walking across the bridge from hell here. Like, fuck this bridge, I do what I want. Now he's on the other side of the bridge of do what he want.
So what was the marching order for the Murlocs and Alston?
I would like, I think, probably 2 of the bluegill up front, 2 of the bluegill up front, 1 of the... What are they? The slarks. 1 of the slarks up front, and then the other 2 melee guys in the back in case of flanking issues. Me and the archers in the middle. And I didn't see that guy, so he can go wherever he wants.
Yeah. Okay. So Wolfwood, up ahead of you a ways, you do see the dog creatures that Akuu had told you about. They're kind of milling about, kind of aimlessly.
Well, I'm just not. I'm going to pay them as much mind as I would a herd of deer. Like, oh, look, deer. Cool. Let's go this way anyway. I'm gonna just
Walk
pretend
up to
that my
them.
mouse is working and go over here.
One of them sees you. It
How
perks
come
up.
Brail isn't in this anymore?
What?
It says Brail is not in roll 20.
Oh, I'm
That's
still
because it's
here.
bad.
Roll 20 is dumb. It's lying to you.
Dum 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 dum.
I'm gonna go ahead and cast Mage Armor on myself.
Who the fuck is Blubber at? Get Blubber's ass up here.
Holy hell, that thing is even uglier than I thought.
Oh wow, that Suddenly
Ways-
Wolfwood thinks he should treat these things with a little bit more oomph than he would have heard of deer.
A ways off from you, it's like sniffing the air at you in your general direction, trying to make heads or tails of you.
Wolfwood's gonna turn towards Rockfriend and be like, "We're about to have a herd of deer attack us."
Deer are much bigger than these things. These like don't even come up to your waist. They're
We're
like
about to have a very small herd of deer
Chickens.
attack
A
us.
flock of chickens.
I think it's probably more
Oh
like
my
a
god,
pack
it's
of little,
chickens from
like,
Legend of Zelda were fucked.
they're like wolf apes. They're wopes. Wolf ape.
so do you approach it or do you stand and watch it for a bit?
I'm gonna stand and watch it for a bit, just marveling at how it's so ugly.
Its buddies come up and also start sniffing at you. The one that was sniffing at you first starts moving closer.
Does it
I'm gonna
hump his
move
leg?
closer to it.
No, but it's curious. It's like looking at you funny. Ears perked up.
I'm gonna look at it funny with my ears perked up and see how it likes that bullshit.
It doesn't smell very good. As you approach it, you're definitely able to identify it as a flea-infested, nasty thing.
Guys, we're gonna get fleas except for rock fuck.
Don't you wish you were made of gems?
You also see it's just oversized hands with sharp claws on the end of it. Little beady eyes looking you over, sniffing you. It's like snapping at the air, like tasting, almost.
Is it like a dog? Like
It's like a
you go to
really
friend's
fucking
house and
ugly
your
dog.
comes
Yeah.
to snip you at the door.
A really ugly dog with really sharp claws for its front
I
paws.
would like to quietly give like commands to the Murlocs and suggestion to Mercer that everyone with ranged prepare an attack, and then I'm gonna prepare a Ray of Frost.
Okay.
So this thing's staring at me and I'm staring at it. Anything else of note happening?
This is one.
You hear Akuu yabbering behind you.
She leveled up.
30
Yabber,
something.
yabber, yabber, yabber,
I
yabber.
was at 30 something.
Josh, we can
So I
hear you
got
talking about
30%
other
right.
stuff.
Yes, I know. Sorry.
So Wolfwood is going to decide that he doesn't really want to have anything to do with these things, and he's just going to keep walking, like you would at your friend's house with their dog still sniffing at you. Just keep on walking, saying "Sup, Fido." Only I'm not going to pet these things on the head at all.
They all like jump around you, kind of annoyingly, following you, not all around you, either side, behind you, every now and then coming in front of you, basically acting like dogs.
Do I see a stick on the ground anywhere?
Of course.
I would like to pick up the stick, waggle it in front of their faces, and then throw it over here.
Over where?
Here. And hope it works.
Two of them chase off after it. You hear like a yelping sound as one of them beats the other to it. And there's a small tussle for it.
Oh no, they better. I hope that they're gonna bring it back, aren't they? God damn it!
Do I have any idea what these things are?
Oh god, computer lag.
Give me a religion check.
Oh, what?
You heard the man.
24.
Holy religion, Batman!
Y'all were tomfoolery, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
You would recognize them as dretches, which are lesser demons.
They're so cute. Let's feed them kibbles and bits.
If it wasn't for the
I'm-
fleas, I'd be perfectly content just throwing sticks away from me all day.
What do I know about dretches?
They basically grunts. They're not super smart, hence the dog-like behavior. They're generally found in packs.
Any particular weaknesses or like resistances?
Well, they are demons, so cold, fire, lightning resist. That's it.
Okay.
Alright guys, I'm semi-AFK. I'll be back as fast as possible.
I'm going to quietly inform Mercer of all this and tell him to cast, what is it called? The cantrip whispery thing that he does to let Wolfwood know, discreetly.
Sending.
It's not sending, but it's like a closer range sort of
Message?
thing. Yeah, message. Because I don't want to shout across to him, and I also don't want to get up next to him.
Okay,
So-
Wolfwood, you hear Mercer telling you these little fucks are demons. They're lesser demons, not very powerful, but they're definitely demons. After Wolfwood throws the stick, does he keep moving forward? Andrew.
Wait, what?
What does Wolfwood do after he throws the stick? Does he just sit and watch it?
No, he's just gonna keep on walking. Like he throws the stick over here and is like, he throws the stick and in the same action just keeps walking.
Okay. The other two keep in pace. As you round some trees, you see more dretches up ahead.
Again, gonna have Mercer message Wolfwood and just be like, I don't think we should keep going. We're gonna end up overwhelmed by these things.
No, I'm just gonna spin a circle and they'll all be dead. Now, I'm going to actually say, then what do you suggest we do?
I mean, demons, there's a pretty clear precedent on how to handle them.
Draws blade, flash, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Wolfwood draws his blade and says, "After you."
After who?
You.
I'm not making the first move. I don't want them to pay attention to me right away. If you want to keep going, they'll all be on you, and we can do that. I'm just worried. If you want to just keep going and hope that we have friendly passage, I mean that
Does
is.
Is Wolfwood sensing any hostile intent from these things whatsoever?
No, but Wolfwood is sensing their repulsive nature. They're just, in general, unpleasant to be around. They look ugly, they smell awful. They look like they could maul your face off if they were given the chance.
Well, fuck. Wolfwood isn't too keen on engaging targets that aren't exactly threatening, even if they are demons.
We can keep going. If you think...
Are they doing anything like a pack of wolves? Like, is Wolfwood sensing any kind of... Does he feel like he's getting surrounded by them?
Well, he's definitely getting
exactly what's
surrounded.
happening?
It's to the point where you are having trouble stepping forward because they're like crowding in front of you. They start like putting their claws on your legs, not like attacking you, but like a dog leaps up at you. So they're impeding your movement, basically.
But he senses no really hostile...
No, Wolfwood the mailman is safe for now.
Does Wolfwood get the sense that they're trying to, like, distract him? Or
No,
maybe
Wolfwood gets the sense that
act
they're
as a
very curious.
ruse for something more
They're...
unfriendly?
What?
Is it like a pack of dogs holding down the prey for the hunter to come around the corner and shoot?
I think right now they're more like when you visit a friend who has a bunch of dogs and they just want to sniff you.
Yep.
But, like, their purpose here would not be to be friendly to people, so we need to be cautious.
Wolfwood is going to glance back at Brail here. He realizes that these are indeed demons, and they're heading towards a demon stronghold, but Wolfwood is not stupid enough to think that killing these things will go unnoticed.
That's true, so I suppose if we want to try to talk to them first, we should just leave their pets be. I don't really know how affectionate demons are or vengeful, so...
Well, seeing as how they're generally chaotic, I don't think they're going to throw us a welcoming party. Wolfwood is going to fall back to the main group here and suggest that they close ranks for the remainder of the trip in to allow for more defensible formation. No, god damn it, do not immediately follow with the dogs.
As you're saying that to everyone, one of them is like pawing at your butt.
Start humping his leg. Do it.
I'm very glad that I'm
making
wearing
like a-
plate right now.
It's making like a raspy growling sound, like.
I'm going to turn around and look at it and be like, that is my butt. It is not your butt, but it's my butt.
He looks up at you with beady red eyes and is like gnashing his teeth, like.
You are not allowed to chew on my butt, for it is my butt and not your butt.
Another one at this point is like gnawing on your ankle.
So
Your
at
armored
this
ankle.
point, is Wolfwood starting to feel more like these things have gone from friendly dogs to aggressive dogs?
Not really aggressive. He's just like playfully biting your ankle.
Yeah, I think if
Nom 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 nom.
they were trying to attack you, they look like they look like the kind of thing that you would know if they were trying to eat you.
Well, regardless, Wolfwood is going to suggest to close ranks, tighten the group,
The
and
Murlocs behind
stay
you.
on alert.
The Murlocs behind you are also getting some attention from the Dretches, and they are not liking it. They take a few steps back, only to be followed.
Well, Wolfwood says everybody close ranks, and he's going to press on in front. Just like walking through them as you would walk through your friend's dogs as they proceeded to smell and bite and poop on you.
Okay.
So, walking in the fields one day in the merry, merry month of December. Yeah. I feel like this tight-knit group strategy isn't really working here.
Okay. Wolfwood, you get to about here.
And the rest of the group should be right behind me. Fine, whatever.
And you see two big horns and the back of something's head sitting in the pool over here. And by pool, I mean water surrounded by solid
Like
land.
somebody lounging in a hot tub?
Kinda, yeah.
I'm going to turn to Brail and go, I think this is more your area of expertise than mine.
Where? I don't see what you're looking at.
Well, it's down there.
Well, all you see is the back of something's head and big black horns.
But where?
Where I'm pinging.
I don't see a ping.
I don't see a ping either.
I do not see a ping as well.
He said it was right there.
Oh, there it is.
Oh,
Ping.
there it is.
Uh,
Right here.
My bad.
So it's the back of something's head and it has horns.
Yep.
I guess I will get situated and
Can I pick up a stick and throw it over here for these things to chase? Like, go get the stick. Go get the stick. Yeah, go get the stick. Yeah.
Yes. Where are you throwing?
Thar. I have perfect 14 sticks.
About 3 of them chase off after it.
I would like to use this. This thing is like a humanoid, right? Like shaped, or is it like a dog horns?
It's a rather large head, bigger than a human.
But like the general shape of it, does it look like it would be humanoid shaped? Like something that would talk to me, or can
Maybe.
I tell?
You can't tell.
Okay, I guess I will use minor illusion to have my voice come from here and call out to it, like, "Hail, stranger." I don't really know how to greet somebody in the wild.
You see it jerk, like it's waking up, like it's startled. And it stands up out of the pit, and it is this big, gigantic red monkey creature.
Do I know what it is?
Give me a religion.
24 again.
You recognize it as a larger demon, a Barlgura.
A what?
A Barlgura. It has just huge fists, a large mouth with big fucking teeth.
Is it capable of speech, or is it about as dumb as these dogs?
It's capable of speaking demonic. Abyssal.
Raise your hand if you know demonic.
I don't think I know demonic.
It's standing kind of like a gorilla with using both hands as to support it.
So none of us can talk to it then.
With the 24, would I basically know what's written about it in the monster manual?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, so I'm gonna let the group know that it is immune to poison, standard, cold, fire, lightning, resists, and it can cast spells. Entangle, Phantasmal Force, Disguise Self, and it can turn invisible. And it can also hit pretty damn hard. Also, they're telepathic, like I used to be.
Does that mean it can talk to us in our heads?
I would assume so, yes.
It can, but you can't initiate that.
Yeah. I miss telepathy.
So
I will try...
It moves forward and like it picks up one of the dretches, and the dretch is like yelping, wanting to be put back down.
I'm gonna put on a little illusion kind of show that just shows us kind of derpily having fun with the orange murlocs, and then coming here I'll try to show us being friendly with things like him, just looking happy and everyone having fun kind of thing, to try to get the point across. And I'll draw in the illusion. I'll have like Akuu, and he'll have a little speech bubble with like squiggles in it.
The dretches are trying to attack the illusions,
And
like jump on them and leap through them.
I'll draw like a little Akuu with a speech bubble pointing at a little drawing of that guy, and hope that he gets the message.
Well, Wolfwood, in your head, you hear a deep growling, grumbling voice as the gorilla creature's looking right at you. It says, "You know Murloc." And you can reply to that in your head. In your
I'll think
head.
back. No, I am not a Murloc. I am.
Why? Why you with?
Why you with? That's it.
The telepathic communication between two low int creatures.
Me with because fuck Brail.
You actually say that.
I am on a journey to become the strongest swordsman among the non-demon races because fuck Satan's probably a lot better with a sword than anybody. And this particular group of people, I believe, has the potential to let me reach my goal.
Do you say all that to him?
More or less, yes. I, of course, would say it in a much more grandiose and awesome way and with less stuttering and bullshit.
Give me a performance check.
Oh, this is going to be embarrassing. Stand by for hilarity.
That's hilarious.
Well, honestly, it's significantly better than I was expecting because I have a -1 in charisma.
That's not terrible. He puts down the dretch he was holding, and it scampers off. He comes closer to Wolfwood and looks you right in the face. You have a terrible flashback to Blubber's breathing on you, because this is a very, very similar scenario. He's got like saliva coming between his teeth as he's open his mouth.
Is he as tall as me? I guess
He's taller than you. He's like looming over you.
Well, I'll stare right back up at him, but I'll be sure not to be standing directly underneath his mouth.
And you hear, "What you do to Murloc?"
Nothing so far. What do you mean, what I do to Murloc? Which Murloc?
He points at the orange Murlocs in the illusion.
That's not me. You want to talk to the rock over there.
And I'm like sitting cross-legged on a tensor's disc mount.
Yeah, you want to talk to the floating rock on the circle. Uh-huh. This is going to end well. Hello?
Hello.
Hello.
Back. So yeah, I'm gonna, in response to that, I'm gonna point to Akuu and say, you want to ask him about those guys. He'll be able to give you a better answer.
He stays looming over you for an extended period of time, to the point where you're kind of uncomfortable.
Wolfwood doesn't get uncomfortable. He just stares back even harder.
Another dretch is also gnawing at your foot.
Would Wolfwood be uncomfortable if the demon ape guy caressed you lovingly with his tail?
That would definitely... that would probably make Wolfwood feel a little...
You're like,
He would bat
Wolfwood
an
doesn't
eye
get
at
uncomfortable.
To Akuu, he turns to Akuu and says, "What you do to Murloc?"
We befriend Murloc. Murloc friend. And I gesture to the Murlocs around us.
Murloc no need friend, we friend.
I say, we Murloc friend, you Murloc friend. Me, you should be friend.
Give me a persuasion.
Oh, shit.
If only
Quickly.
I had an
Somebody
inspiration
help
to
him
use.
so he has advantage. Please. Actually, for the sake of not immediately dying again, I'm going, well, I can't hear that, can I? Because it's in his head.
Yep.
Damn.
What were you going to try to do?
I was going to try to use my newfound respect for Blubber to help improve certain persuasions that we are indeed friends with Murlocs. Unfortunately, that isn't going to work.
So, how badly does he murder us?
He says, Akuu, in your head you hear, "Murloc don't need no more friends than us." And Akuu, give me an intelligence save.
18.
See, if you'd done that before, we wouldn't be in this situation.
Yeah, well, my charisma is a 0, and my intelligence save is like a +6, so...
Akuu, behind him, you see a big fucking, just absolutely terrifying demon thing just immediately appear behind him and roar just as loud as you can. No one else sees this except Akuu. Akuu, however, is able to tell that it is a fabrication of the Barogura.
So, I see it, but I know it's not really there.
Yeah,
And I can tell that this guy made it.
you can.
I would
Well,
like...
you're able to figure that out
Yeah.
pretty quick.
Yeah. I'm going to look at it.
Ironically, the dretches are just kind of moving around playfully still throughout everyone.
Going to look at it and look at him and say, yes, I can do that too. And, do that against him. And, make him... I would like him to see all of the little, freaking hideous, ugly puppy dog things jumping all over his face and nipping at him and all that, like, basically just pouncing him and biting him any which way they can.
Okay.
And then I am promptly going to scoot the fuck away.
Give me a perception check, Akuu.
$18.
As you're promptly scooting the fuck away, you see a tree branch snap that was on the ground when there's nothing there that should have snapped it.
Where was this?
Like right there, like
I
10 or
can't-
15 feet away from
I
you.
can't see if you're pinging.
Oh, sorry, right there.
Oh, okay.
Does Wolfwood sense any
I would like to...
malintent? as
Well,
it were?
from the big guy that you've been talking to, yes.
Does he sense anything else, though? Like something sneaking up on him with some form of bloodlust or whatnot?
I would like to...
No. Foot does not.
If I have the time to do this, I would like to mage hand up some mud and throw it in that general direction. And then, just either way tell everyone else there's... Pretty sure there's something invisible right there.
You throw up a bunch of mud right into another monkey's face as it is lunging at a Slark. The mud gets right in his face, so that will have disadvantage. But the Slark still gets pummeled for 25.
No, Slark!
So these things can turn invisible?
Yes, he did say that, actually.
One day, somebody's going to listen to something I say, and it'll be amazing.
So these things turn invisible, huh, Mark?
But
So-
today is not this day.
Today is not
Pretty
that day.
much.
Aku's going first, after slapping mud on the thing's face.
So is it visible now, or is it just floating?
Yeah, it's
mud?
visible. It's
Okay.
visible, it also has mud on its face.
Okay,
There's a lot of little shits
I
here.
need to... First I need to do that, because I used a spell slot. I'm going to... be like, bloop, stay out of his reach, and get over here, so that he has some other friends to contend with. And then, and I'm concentrating, so on that thing. And I'm going to cast...
Ian, you're next up.
I know. I can see the turn order.
There's no Allison on the thing. Get the fuck on the, Allison. Fuck you.
Allison's on there.
Okay,
No.
thank you. She's way down there, so I'm not gonna bother waiting for her turn to do anything. I guess I'll cast Mirror Image in case something comes for me. Or is Mirror Image isn't concentration, right? It just is.
Yeah. Okay, Alston.
Yes. I'm going to...
You are underneath the big guy.
Yeah. I was standing there before the guy, I think. But I'm going to attack him once I get my character sheet up on the second page.
Well, I'll hit, yeah. And you get sneak attack because Wolfwood's there, right?
I think so. What does sneak attack do? I'm
Extra
newish.
d6s.
How many?
It depends on your level.
I think 4 for you right now. I think. I'm not sure.
That sounds like a lot.
It is a lot.
Alright, well.
Level 7, yeah, 46.
Damn.
You know, something fun
Ouch.
about Rogue Sneak Attack, if you get a crit on an attack that has Sneak Attack, you reroll all of those as well. It's like,
Oh, I want that so badly.
at level 20, it's 10d6, so if you crit, it'll be 20d6.
Ouch.
Alston, you get punched and bit in the side for a total of 23 damage.
I am feeling no
Murloc also
longer
gets hit.
groovy.
Oh,
The Dretches are like just kind of hysterically running around, yelping, not quite sure what to do.
there was 2 psychic damage on the guy who is being attacked by illusory demon
Okay,
fucks.
got it.
Thank you.
Speaking of damage, I guess he just took the damage that Ian did to him there.
Yep.
Man, that's a lot of damage, Ian.
Blubber gets quite a good hit in.
Blubber.
Blubber. That's not good. Oh wait, no, that's us. Okay, that is good. It's hard to keep track of which one of these ugly monsters is on our side or not.
You don't say that out loud, I presume.
No, I don't. This is out of character. It's not like I see him rolling dice in character.
Ian, you did a lot of damage, and yet you're still almost dead.
Well, yeah, that's because I got punched in the face particularly hard.
I'll get to go eventually. Oh God, really? Frickin' 2.
2. Murloc's loose arrows. Hitting fairly well. Mercer. Josh, you there?
Sort of.
You know what Mercer can do?
Not a fucking clue.
Great.
What is the area of Fireball?
20-foot radius?
If he fireballed right on us, how many things could he protect? I know he can...
What level is he?
It's dependent on spell level, I think, so 4.
Isn't it like spell level plus something?
Plus 1,
Oh, is it only plus 1?
I think.
I don't think that would be worth doing then, because there's more than 5 things there. Scorching Ray, perhaps? Or Conjure Elemental?
He can conjure elementals?
Yeah, so can I. And he's pretty fond of both Scorching Ray and the Elementals, so...
Okay, so
What
Scorching
kind of
Ray.
elemental can he summon?
Anything of CR levels, whatever. It's like 4 of 1/8 or something, I forget. I'll look it up.
So Mercer Scorching Rays.
Okay. I was going to have him summon something, but okay. Scorching Ray.
From across the sludgy swamp, another big fucking gorilla leaps across.
Well, I'm gonna interrupt a second to say I just realized we've really messed up Conjure Minor Elementals. None of us realize this, but it has a casting time of 1 minute.
Oh, wow.
We have really fucked that up.
Okay, time to retcon all that XP you've gotten and go back in time.
No.
Come on,
What do you mean,
guys,
no?
you gotta get this right.
We have to like go way back to the gorilla capture and redo everything since then.
Just load up your save point, guys. Come on now.
Fuck your save point.
Okay,
No,
Alston and Wolfwood.
I would like to have Allison fly down here and distract this thing, hopefully.
Okay, Wolfwood.
Well, since the thing in front of Wolfwood is dead already for some reason, probably because Ian, I'm just gonna come over here, look at the guy who just landed on the ground, draw my sword, grin at him, go, oh, you're gonna hate me for whatever I do to you. Unless I roll 5s, in which case I'm gonna be pissed.
Your first attack has advantage on it, but only the first one.
Doesn't help if I roll
Actually,
5 on
he
the
was
damage roll.
especially concentrated on ripping that Murloc to shreds, so all of your attacks have advantage on it.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Well, it
Yeah.
helped.
It did
So
help.
the second one hits.
That's a pretty good hit. Not as good as Ian's, but I'll definitely take it.
This little Murloc comes and imposes himself. He like drags the injured Slark away from the gorilla. Hold on.
Okay.
Wolfwood, behind you, a shadow. It's basically a sludgy shadow appears and comes up to strike at your face. Your armor is able to protect you from behind, though, just barely. You feel
Yay, mileage.
you feel just really powerful claws sinking into the back of your armor as you're slashing at this big gorilla demon. Okay, Akuu.
What the fuck are you way over there?
I ran away
God damn it.
and got the shittiest magic missile I have ever seen.
Holy fuck, you just uninvented the Industrial
To
Revolution.
the guy closest to you.
Yeah.
They tickle him slightly. Alston. There
That
is
was
Yes.
3 ones in a row.
The-
The chances of that are incredible.
I mean,
Not really. It's a quarter
D4.
times a quarter times a quarter. So the chances of that are
Okay, I'm less impressed now with your failure.
1 in 64.
It's
Anyway,
still bad, but not.
the
Alright.
the one demon monkey you slayed that you were talking to before has disintegrated into tiny black particles.
Breathe them in really deeply before they vanish. Absorb his power.
Okay, Alston.
Alright, I'm going to come up here. And
And leave me to deal with these 2 fucking
Brave,
rats.
brave fucking gnome.
I'm going to attack. Where the fuck did I put my goddamn... There it is. Why is it no longer on the attack tab? Oh, because I changed my HP, that's why.
Uh, 14 does miss, actually.
Oh, fuck. And then I'm
He's
going to
able
use
to
my...
deflect your rapier with his big fucking hand.
I'm going to use my bonus action to dash and move away.
Can you disengage with that as well?
I guess I have to use it to disengage instead of dash. I can use it for one or the other. I can't use it for both.
Yeah.
Okay.
But does disengage allow you to move one spot, or
No,
It allows you
disengage
to-
allows you to move as much as you have movement for. Like, you don't get any extra movement from it, but you can move safely for whatever you can do.
I think I have like one square left. Let me see.
Bluegills are actually doing pretty well.
The bills are awesome.
Unfortunately, the little dretches have started attacking. They've been yipping and yammering and everything all around, but have just now started attacking.
I would like to call out, if I can, just shouting to that Murloc Archer in deep speech to just disengage and run away, in case he wasn't already planning on that.
Okay. The big guy that's being beaten up on here, he roars. He's very pissed off. Doesn't seem to care about what happens to him. And just plows into Blubber.
Blubber, no!
Just after he found true love.
Oh, fuck. Friend Blubber, no!
Did that injured Murloc get skipped? Or did I miss something?
No.
I saw him with a green square on him, and then...
Oh, yeah, he did get skipped. My bad. But he does get struck at from the little dredge sitting there.
Does it... It attacks disengaged things?
Does disengage let you run past everything?
Yeah. It's the entire movement. It's not just one thing, it's everything.
Well, Mercer got bit here.
Ow. I try to say that with conviction.
For a total of 6 piercing. And Mercer is up.
What else can Mercer... Well, god damn it.
Um,
I mean, I know Scorching Ray, I assume there isn't a good fireball position.
he has Flaming Sphere, Gust of Wind, Darkness, Enlarge, Reduce.
Hmm.
Fireball, Counterspell, Blink, Haste, Lightning Bolt.
Let's haste, Wolfwood.
Okay. Anything else?
He gets more spell casting.
Haste is
I'm sorry,
an
I
action,
just-
right?
huh?
So I think haste is an action, so I don't think you could cast anything else, but
Yeah,
you
just-
could.
Wolfwood expertly avoids the onslaught of this big giant demon gorilla.
Where is Mercer? Oh my god, he's got little...
Wolfwood like dances to the left, avoiding one punch, dances to the right, avoiding another punch, and then blocks his big scary teeth with his sword and quickly throws it back. Mercer and Alston can give me a Constitution save as the dretches start releasing this just noxious green gas.
Groovy.
How do I open Mercer's con save?
Shift
Of
double
course.
click on him.
Shift double click. There he is. There you go.
Oh, where's the
Mercer is
con
just
save?
fine.
What's up?
On the core
Well-
stats with the ability
Okay.
scores, just next
You
to
rolled a
that.
3, so you're poisoned.
Way to go, Mercer. Dodging that poison.
Allison and Wolfwood.
Allison is going to continue to try to distract this guy.
He actually does make that save.
What? Sad times.
Wolfwood?
Using my ability to haste,
Yes,
I'm
you
going to beat the shit out of the monkey now.
you do have haste. There's also a demon behind you that you felt scratch.
I apparently can't hit for shit, though.
You apparently can't. You
What does
hit,
haste do? I get an extra attack action or movement?
Yeah.
You get a single extra attack, not a whole extra attack action.
so yeah, you hit with your extra haste attack.
I can't hit it, and it can't hit me. And now I'm surrounded by little doggies and shadows.
Blubber doesn't give a fuck. This Slark does, though.
No, Slark.
Wolfwood, you feel a slightly annoying touch on the back of you, and then a rather nasty bite on the ankle for 2 slashing damage. Actually, that's a swipe, so he swipes your ankle. And then the demon that scratched your back before scratches your back again.
I had an itch.
Akuu.
I'm gonna... Use Melf's Acid Arrow but I don't think I have a macro for that.
Attack action? Or like an attack roll?
I'm not really sure. Yeah, ranged spell attack, so... $20!
Yeah.
That's against that same guy.
Closest guy?
Yeah, 44 acid immediately and 2d4 acid at the end of its next turn. So...
Okay, Ian, you're next.
Oh, fuck you, damage rolls. Getting one.
Nice roll. Alston's up.
Alrighty. What does poison do to me exactly?
You have disadvantage on your attacks and skill checks, Brett, I think?
Yeah,
Okay.
I think also saves.
But basically attacks.
Yeah.
Alright. Well, I'll move the one square over and attack him. Where the hell did my... It's on the other character sheet, that's where it's at. Weapons...
Poisoned is disadvantage on attacks and ability checks, not saves.
Oh.
So you get a critical fail. You, you think you're being clever with your attack, but you, overextend with your lunge, and you drop your rapier right before it would have struck.
So, does that mean anything? Aside from being awful?
It means you're awful. The demons all laugh at you.
Your morale goes down by
Alright.
5.
I'll use my bonus action to
And
dash.
you're gonna have to pick it up again.
What does picking it up cost me?
That'd be an object interaction.
With your dash action, you can use that to pick
Can
it
I
back
still
up.
go away, or does picking it up the
No,
only thing that I do?
that's what you can do with your dash action.
Oh man, that's harsh.
Can I leave it there and dash away anyway?
You could leave your rapier there.
Yeah, I leave it there and move back.
Okay, so Alston has lost his rapier currently. It is under the feet of the big ugly fuck.
Yes.
Murlocs take your place to finish off the big ugly fuck. Some of the dretches have been dispatched and have disintegrated into black dust. Whoa. Blubber beats the living crap out of this guy. You hear cries of Urgle Burgle as the Slarks are getting hurt. Akuu, the Murloc archer, comes back next to you. He's looking pretty shitty, and he looses an arrow at the little dude to take it out.
Way to go, Murloc whose name Akuu
Right in the
probably
head.
knows, but I don't.
Mercer gets gnawed on a bit
Stop gnawing on me.
for 7 total. And Mercer's up.
Let's see here. Okay, the big bald dudes are. These are Murlocs, right?
They are.
Okay.
They're big blue bucksig type Murlocs. They'll punch your teeth out.
Who
If
is
you-
this right beside me? Is that our rogue?
Yes, that's your little gnome rogue.
Okay. How big of a radius is Flaming Sphere?
It occupies 1 square, I believe.
Yep.
But what does it burn around the square is my question.
It attacks.
It's just one square and that's it?
It just makes its own
No,
attack,
that's-
basically.
No, it does make its own attack, but it does more than that. Any creature that ends its turn within 5 feet has to make a dex save. 2d6 on success, half. 2d6 on fail, half on success. And as a bonus action, you can make it attack to do more damages.
Let's just... Where is his... I don't see his Scorching Rays. He has Scorching Burst. I don't know what that is.
He may have just called it wrong. Scorching Ray, level 2 spell.
Let me see here. I do apologize for the delays of trying to learn somebody else's character.
Wolfwood.
It's fine. I look at his character sheet all
There.
the time, and I still don't know my way around it.
He doesn't have anything written in. Oh, joy. Anyways, I want a Scorching Ray. How many does he get? 3?
3, yeah.
Wolfwood, the... Oh, yeah,
That
sorry,
one?
continue.
That one and that one. But how do I roll the...
Scorching Rays is just d20 plus modifier. Attack roll.
let me see what his modifier is.
I think
real
it's plus 7.
Yeah, it is.
quick. Okay, so...
Two of those hit.
Pathetic rolls. Okay, now how much damage does this spell do?
Scorching Ray?
I believe it's
Yeah.
2d6 per ray, right?
Yeah, yeah.
No modifier, correct?
I don't think he adds his modifier yet. I think he gets it
Okay.
at like level 10.
So 2 hit and one's for 8 and one's for 3.
Okay.
No. Did you damage that guy?
Yeah.
I clicked this guy down here.
Oh. Then you take him out. But Wolfwood, from this Valgura, he like raises his arms up, roars, just a terrible, terrible sound. Just like when he originally jumped over here. He basically beats the living shit out of you.
Ow, he does 13 damage to me.
No, he has advantage on those rolls.
Oh,
Oh,
man.
shit.
What?
So he hits
Why
you
does he have
for...
advantage?
Because that's the thing he can do. He's just all out attacking you. He's not paying attention to anything else that's
Like-
happening.
Berserker Rage.
So he hits you for 33 plus 12 is 45. He punches you again, and then just snaps at your face.
Dear God.
I think it may be time to use your action surge.
I think
once
you're right.
the turn comes around again.
Alston is able to dodge out of the way. Alston is also no longer poisoned.
Awesome. Alston is living dangerously, apparently.
He is.
Alston
Oh.
dances away as the little dog snaps and swipes at your feet. So, unfortunately for the gorilla, he has all attacks against him now have advantage.
Is that so?
So that hits for 11. Alston and Wolfwood.
So this guy.
So basically, he can't get any more distracted.
Okay, so Allison is going to fuck with Shadow Guy there then.
He is successfully fucked with.
Right.
He's annoyed and it's like
Your bird
turns
is
around to
like
look
a
at the bird.
shadow.
Wolfwood.
Well, Wolfwood, after getting the shit beat out of him, is going to stand back up.
Bloody
glare at the
jaw.
monkey, and he is also
bruised
going
ribs.
to roar like a fucking, well, monkey. And he's going
Blood
to
is soaking
use his
hot.
bonus action for a second wind, which is awesome. So, that's less awesome. Ugh. Man. Wait a minute. That's not right. Second wind is
Yeah, it should be plus
10
7, so
plus
that should
my
be-
level.
that should be 8.
8.
Yeah, that's 8.
Why is that stupid thing? And then he's going to attack Monkey 3 times.
With action surge?
No.
Oh, with haste.
3 times with
Yeah,
haste.
just kidding.
Suck it, bitch.
Yeah, so those all hit, and you just slice just a huge piece of meat off of him. You cut deep through his arm, and then you just stab him straight through the neck.
Suck it, monkey fuck.
And he like coughs blood all over you and slumps on top of you.
Well, then I'm going to use my action surge anyway and be like, I haven't forgotten about you, Mr.
And-
Shadow Fuck.
Normally it would like impede you having this big gorilla creature falling on you, but it immediately just disintegrates into black particles.
Well, that's helpful.
And you don't even have to extract your sword from it. Your sword is just hanging in midair as the particles float away.
So here I am attacking the shadow then, using my action surge.
Reaction surge. Okay,
Surge.
so that is another 2 attacks.
Yep.
I feel that was worthless.
You did have advantage on both of them thanks to Allison.
You did. So those hit.
Teamwork.
Mileage.
For 20.
Allison would like to swoop in and give Wolfwood like a high five with her talons, and then just swoop back and hang out.
Nah, it gotta be a high five with the wing. High five with the talons would hurt. You gotta wing it.
Ow.
Okay. Damn it. Let's see here.
More like beats the living shit out of some dretches. The demon swipes at Allison.
No.
To miss, Allison is able to easily get out of the way.
Hooray.
Flap, flap.
Way to go,
Akuu.
Allison. Akuu is going to cast. Oh, I was gonna say Scorching Ray, but I don't think I prepared it today.
You've seen all 3 of the big gorillas disintegrate into black dust.
I'm gonna do that. Pretty sure that hits.
Yep.
Why doesn't
Sorry,
he
who are you
have-
attacking? The demon?
Yeah, Shadow Face.
Yeah, it says so. Gosh, Mark.
Why doesn't he have any info down in his spell book? Oh god.
'Cause he's terrible.
Alston.
Yes,
And yes, he is terrible.
I am
There's little dretches still biting at you.
I will attack one of them. As soon as I get the attack button.
Bless you.
I just went ahead and assumed that the 24 hit. I suppose I could be wrong.
Yeah, a 24 hit everything except like a Tarask, bro.
I think that one is the one I was attacking, because that's the one I can see.
Yeah, you murder it.
Is it really murder when...
Is it dead?
Well, you kill it, and it disintegrates into dust, and it...
How close are things to me? Which
What do you
ones
mean?
are enemies?
In the confusion of battle.
Your allied Murlocs are marked with blue dots,
Okay, wonderful.
and red dots is for bloodied, meaning damaged.
Okay. Well, I will dash away from there. I will dash back there.
You abandoned me. Mercer will remember this.
Slarks are doing pretty well against the little fox. Mercer.
I have a question that I should have asked earlier, but it didn't cross my mind. Does he have the feat that makes it where he doesn't take penalties when casting spells with monsters right next to him?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
I wonder if he has his feats listed in his character sheet somewhere.
I really doubt it. No, he didn't take a feat. He took an ability score increase.
Ah, okay.
That's why he has a +7.
Well, it's a disadvantage, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'm gonna have him just firebolt this guy right next to him. I wonder if this works. Oh, choose target.
You firebolt
Oh,
the
that's-
ground. How Wolfwood.
Hey, at least the macro worked.
So, continuing on with the battle with the shadow here.
Owl.
Yep. Allison's doing her thing. So DC 14. Hooray!
He's very annoyed by this owl.
Boom, boom, boom. Fuck.
13 does actually hit Shadow.
Really? Well then, boom, boom, boom.
And that actually kills it. And
Wolfwood likes haste.
the... yeah, that haste.
That mileage.
Your Murlocs are able to clean up the remaining dretches, and they all go up in a puff of black dust.
Ah, the sweet smell of napalm in the morning.
This,
So after the...
this Slug actually did pretty well on not dying aspect, and is able to be stabilized for 1 HP.
Welcome back, Mark.
But there are quite a few injured Murlocs, notably Blubber and Alston, who is also not a Murloc,
I'm
but
not a Murloc, yeah.
is injured.
Are you certain he's not a Murloc? He looks
Yeah.
like a very small Murloc to me.
That is true. Murloc
Murlocs
illusion.
are.
Akuu, are you sure you're not, like, you didn't bring a little Murloc and made it look like a gnome?
No.
Okay, I'm actually going to have to call it there, unfortunately.
Okay.
Um,
Why?
I know.
Because we just murdered everything.
Wolfwood, Alston, and 3 Murlocs took a fair beating
Question.
from everything that was murdered.
Did we happen to level up from that small excursion? I have no
Probably
idea
not.
what experience we're at.
Probably not, simply because there will be experience deductions for having so many Murlocs around.
Yeah.
You actually gained negative experience from that.
That means they're leveling up too, right? They're not going to be the same. Like, if they're taking our XP, they need to be getting stronger.
Yeah, I'll have to think of how to do
How to
that.
calculate that,
Because,
huh?
like, if they're going to take our
Class
XP
Murloc.
and then also stay, like, the same level of effectiveness, that would just be mean.
Blubber feels stronger.
Yeah, you're right.
Blubber
You're right.
is not
They should-
actually stronger.
I'll have to think about how to do that best. But yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that was pretty short, unfortunately. But I hope it was somewhat interesting.
Blubber falls in love with Wolfwood and starts mimicking Wolfwood and thus learns the
I think-
fighter ways.
I think that was a pretty decent fight. What was that, about like 50 minutes of a fight, right? I think.
I wasn't counting, but I have video
It was
evidence
3
of
runs
it.
through a desert full of undead.
I have video evidence of the fight, so if you really want to know, I could check.
Well, it was between 50 minutes and an hour, I think.
Yeah. I think that
So
is.
given the number of combatants, I think that was okay. I still think it would have been better speeding through the Murloc turns somehow.
You could group them up, have like all 3 archers attack at once.
On one initiative.
Like,
Yeah, maybe. I mean, I
that could-
did do that some. I was
Yeah.
like, okay, now the archers go.
Yeah. I think this is the least effective Akuu has ever been in any fight. I got that that one guy all illusioned, and I don't think he cared. And then I did some like piddly little damages.
Oh, that kind of fell through the cracks.
Since that didn't.
Yeah, that was kind of my bad.
Can I have my spell slot back then? Since that was.
Yeah, go for it.
Thank you.
That's,
Thank you.
shit. Josh, are you still in the game?
I'm on the screen. Why?
Can you go into Merser's Spellbook and add 1 to the level 2 spell slot spent for the Scorching Ray you used?
Oh, I already did that.
Oh, okay, good.
And 1 for
Perfect.
haste as well.
Oh, well, awesome. Good job. You do better than Kyle does.
Well,
You're a better Mercer than Mercer.
I have a little bit of experience with the spellbooks through Kenner. But the
All right.
whole fact that he doesn't have any information about any of the spells that he has just drives me nuts.
Question. Are we playing next week as normal, or like is there holiday interference for anyone?
Next Friday I won't be able to do it.
Okay.
Sunday might be a different story. This Sunday there will be a game. I'm not sure about next Sunday. I'll tell you that later when I find out.
Is like next week out altogether, or like would we be able to play on a different day if people are available, or what?
Probably not.
Okay.
You know how the
Sad
holidays gets.
times. Yeah, it's just like my family doesn't really do holiday stuff anymore, so it's not an issue for me, and it's like. Bleh.
Come play
All right.
Vindictus with me.
Well, that is it for this year, then.
Okay, I guess. we didn't really talk about it this game, and I don't think you have the time to talk about it now about the future of the game. So
No, that right now that's probably mainly going to be decided by Andrew and Ian's schedules.
Yeah.
So
well, not just
So,
the
yeah.
merging, but like the plan for after the East Coast Murlocs and all that.
oh well, I still like the idea of spending like a year or a long extended period of time.
Yeah, I don't know if that
Back to
I can't remember if that idea was put forth to anyone else or if I just said it to you though.
I think it was
Okay.
put forward.
Can't remember.
But yeah, I need to go.
Okay.
So I
Thanks
hope
for
that
the
was
game,
interesting.
Thanks for the game.
Yeah.
See ya.
Later.
See ya.